Hey Zach, how's it going, man? You doing all right this evening?
Oh, we are. We're slowly coming through another week
Yeah,
post match week.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You had a match this past weekend. We've got one coming up. So why don't we break down sort of how your match went then, Nubo, like a post match report, and then we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. We had a match this week. It was the Terminus Actions East Coast ELR Series match at Thunder Valley. I believe that was match number 7 for
Okay.
light gun, number 6 for heavy.
Okay.
Um, because we had the gauntlet, which was so that's why our light matches are one match ahead.
Right.
Uh, But yeah, it was a good weekend. We finally had a match up here with no snow.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Everybody was happy about that. Um, so yeah, that was exciting for everybody to get through there. Actually, it was pretty pleasant. We're gonna start off with that. Looking at the East Coast ELR results, and match results. One of the nice things about that, it'll tell you that during the day they took 129 readings. At the high temperature was 82 degrees. The low was 71. Minimum wind was 2.6 and max was 10.6. So it wasn't even a horribly windy day, which was really a change for Thunder Valley as well.
All right. So hold on. I just want to make sure. So that the data you just got, that's from the ELR Alliance.
Yep, you can find that on the webpage when you look at the shooter stats or the
Okay.
match stats.
And you said it took how many readings during the course of the match?
129 readings.
Okay. And that just uses just data from as close as possible to the match, I guess, or
Yeah, you put
yeah.
in. I think what it's doing is when we set up the matches there, it's asking you for a zip code or
Hmm.
in a city. So it's probably
Right.
going off of Coshocton there, Ohio, and
Nice.
what it's so yeah, it automatically reads those and it tell you how many times it took the readings
Gotcha.
uh, throughout from the time that you start the match till the time you close the match.
So 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 when I have a match and I complain about how bad the wind was and how hot it was, you'll be able to check and see if I'm just being a wussy about it.
Absolutely, yeah, because that is something that everybody can see. Like when you go into the results of a match, yeah, that's one of the things right at the very top there. It'll tell you weather conditions, and that's one of the things. So it's not like something just match directors see
Yeah.
but no, any shooter that shot in that match and is checking it out, they'll be able to look on there and see what the high temperature was, low temperature, minimum max wind speeds.
Man, what a cool data set to have for somebody really interested in how they're shooting in different conditions or how different matches play out in different conditions. That's really cool. So
Um,
what a neat feature they built in. So that's really neat. So
yep,
so
yep.
so the Thunder Valley Summer Shootout by Terminus, sponsored by Terminus. How'd it go?
Went really well. Like I said, we had uh, 28 shooters in light gun. That was a good crowd.
Oh yeah.
A light gun for us. We average around 30,
Hmm.
give or take 3 or 4 there. So 28 was a pretty average turnout for us. Some good shooters. We're all getting better. Our match average impact was almost 48% for the entire field.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, yeah. And
Uh,
did you have a few newer shooters there? Or?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
That's the other thing that you can look on there too. I don't know whether it tells you at your end, but our end it'll tell you who all your first time shooters were, or
Oh,
at least
great.
at that venue.
Sure. Oh, gotcha,
Uh,
gotcha, gotcha.
First
Yeah.
time that this person was at that venue. First time this person was at this venue.
Well,
Uh,
that's interesting to see.
but
And yeah, so 48% over the field. That's really good.
right, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's showing a very competitive field.
Yeah.
The winner in light gun had a hit percentage of 81.3.
Nice,
So
nice.
so
That's
we're
starting to be a consistent winning percentage. 75 to
80%.
80% seems to be, becoming a consistent winning percentage.
And we're shooting there out to 1760.
Okay.
Uh, like I said, if not this year, next year we're going to have something in around 21,
Nice.
mid
That's
2000s for a final target in light
yeah,
and a
yeah.
mid range target in heavy.
Okay. That 2100, I mean, to me, that's almost a perfect distance for light to
And
stop or get close to stopping. Like that's a reasonable light gun distance, until we catch up to it. I won't
And
say that'll be it forever, but if you look at your hit percentages going out, I feel like that's a really reasonable spot.
and I always felt that our target sizes, I felt like they were on the big side, but they're not. I mean, at Thunder Valley, we're shooting at a 30-inch square at 1760.
Yeah, so a little less than
Right. We
yeah,
haven't
two
even made it to the
MOA.
big plates. We haven't made it to the big plates, the 36ers or the 48s.
Sure.
Heck, we have a 1700-yard target. It's 24.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So one and a quarter MOA or 1.5 MOA or smaller. Yeah.
right,
So,
and then you go up at 1650 is 28. So, and
yeah,
you would think
yeah,
that's a gimme, but it's not. That is probably, I'd have to go back and
yeah,
check the stats. That is
yeah,
probably one of the hardest targets to hit.
yeah.
It's a little further down in the valley, and I think people get thrown by the wind.
I got you.
Uh, but it's probably and it's not even a down like 2 degrees, but compared to all the other targets, it's
Yeah,
one that you feel like you notice like you're looking down uh at it. It's not up the range. It's actually down and it's between
yeah.
two little valleys.
Well, taking a 1,600 yard target as a gimme is a good recipe for disaster. So that yeah, I can see where that would make a match fun. It's funny how far we feel like we're coming these days. So that's good though. I'm glad to see it's
Uh,
still challenging.
a little caveat to that particular target. Me and my spotter, I was first in the second squad, which put me down around bench 5, which is one of the low numbers where we can start. It's usually where you can generally start seeing that target, and then from there down, you're good.
Okay,
Uh, well, I learned that when the wind is blowing, there happens to be a very nice tree at 900 yards that likes to block that target out.
gotcha.
And it's funny, through the limbs you can see in the leaves, you can kind of make out the plate, and
Yeah, yeah,
that's what I was telling my spotter Eric when I was on that. Uh, I was like, okay, I can't see it, so I have to dial everything. I'm gonna hold bracket it and hold center. You tell me, because he was just sitting at the bench above, so he
right,
had just
right.
enough angle that he looks over that tree.
Okay,
I said, so
okay.
I'm shooting blind here. Like I said, I can try to bracket that target, and you just tell me where it lands. And I said, I'll send the next one based off of your call, exact off your call. If you tell me 210s, I'm going to dial 210s, and we're going to send the next one the same exact hold center, try to bracket the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
the plate. Uh,
yeah. Well, that's fun when you get to build in a few obstacles.
right. I said, yeah, shooting at a target that you really can't see, but your spotter can.
Yeah, yeah. That's trust. That's the value of teamwork making the dream work right there, baby. So
And I think that was the only target that I only hit twice,
yeah,
and that was I had a gun issue that kept me from getting my last shot off.
I got you. I got you.
So I missed it the first, hit it the second, missed it the third, hit it the fourth, and
Right.
then I actually had the fire control come out of the back of my bolt, and
Well, that's a scary feeling.
right, and then and Tom Sawyer was able to get it fixed, and that luckily for me that was the last shot going into the last shot on that stage.
Gotcha.
So he was able to get it fixed for me and back out there before we shot our third and final stage. Uh,
Well, good. Yeah, that's it's nice to have people around that can, and again, ELR community. I'm still convinced you could show up to a match without a rifle and still shoot the match.
oh,
Uh,
absolutely. That's one thing. I'm glad you brought that up because that was one thing I was telling you after the match. Like we talked about, hey, how was the match? And
mhm.
uh, I said, I've heard it and seen memes on it. They say there's two kind of people in this world. There's the one that's looking in your glass and wondering if you have enough, and the kind of people that look in the glass and wonder if you've got more than they do. And they're kind of. I said, this community is a lot made up of those people that are looking in the cup and they want to make sure that you've got enough in your cup even before they do. I mean, people offering bags,
All right.
people
All right.
are, offering, like you said, whatever they need to do. Like Tom Sarver didn't even ask. He's like, I just told him I'm out, and I went to spotting because I was first shooter in that second squad. Went to
Yeah. Yeah.
spotting and helping out the other RO, and he's like, he just grabbed my rifle and said, I'll be back.
Nice.
And he
Nice.
had to do that twice. That's a whole story, but he had to do that twice in in this match for me.
Man.
grabbed the rifle and
Yeah.
said, I'll be back because something had broke. The trigger had broken earlier, and it wasn't the firing pin wouldn't stay back every time you closed the bolt. The firing pin was just
Yeah.
coming down.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
so he saved the day not once but twice there, and that just goes to show Tom doesn't only have a top notch facility; he's a
Yeah.
top notch person. Do anything for anyone. Uh, like I said, he's like, hey, here, I'm gonna fix it, and says, we'll take care of it later.
Well, good, good. That's good to hear. And again, I would expect nothing less out of the ELR community. That's they tend to go above and beyond. I'm glad to hear real world examples of that. How'd your light gun results turn out? Then we'll swap over to heavy. But so given those stats, how did it turn out as far as the shooters?
Well, we had Mr. Matt Hopper.
Okay,
Uh, he won his second consecutive match there
nice.
at Thunder Valley. He won the we had a regional match in May that was like the
Gotcha.
Thunder Valley, and I think that was his first trip there. He won that, so he's 2 for 2 at Thunder Valley. He came in with a score of 42,921.1 points and an
Okay,
81.3 uh, accuracy and 26 out of 32 impacts.
nice. And that was scored through the ELR Alliance website and their methods.
Yep, we ran
Okay,
live scoring all day, so as soon as the last shot was fired, we knew the results. The only asterisk, like star that is here, Joel Russo
okay,
finished second with 40,780.6 points.
okay. That's
Uh,
close.
yep, 26 of 32 impacts at an 81.3% thing. The only reason that he beat him was the where the impacts were.
Okay, all
Where
right.
the shots were, and Joel's gun was overweight.
Okay, okay,
Uh, what we did at our matches is we were going to weigh the top three shooters as they
okay,
come off the line
okay.
at the end of the match there, because as soon as that last shot is fired, we know the winner.
I got
So
you.
both we were able to, and Thunder Valley, everybody's on the line at the same time. So that's the little caveat there. What do you mean as they come off? Well, yeah, technically you run the whole match and nobody has to come up or down. So it's easy to grab somebody at the very end there and say, hey, I need to weigh your rifle before you put it away, kind of thing.
I got you.
Uh,
I got you.
so that's what we did. We weighed the top three. Um, we came in, got Tom's scale, put it on there, and Joel's gun came in at anywhere from 26.7, I think,
Okay,
26.6.
okay,
Uh, so, like I said, we did it to the letter of the law. We pulled out the Alliance rule book there, which you can find on the website under their documents. Went
okay,
to weights, and we said, okay. So the ruling that we came up with was that if you are within 5% of the weight, so on a
okay,
26-pound rifle, if you were within 1.3 pounds, so you could be as heavy as 27.3 pounds, is what we
okay,
worked out. And not be legal, but legal enough that you're going to assess a penalty and
okay,
not
okay,
be disqualified. So if you come in at 27.4 pounds, you're going to be disqualified
okay,
and uh, you're out. But
okay,
if you're
okay,
within that 5%, uh, you're going to assess a penalty, and the penalty that we assess is your highest impact.
okay,
Whatever shot you got that got you the most points was the
okay,
one that we will deduct.
okay, okay,
So that moved Joel from first to second place. That's how
okay.
close they were.
Oh wow,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
uh, so that's why and by enough, like I said, the difference between them looks like it was 2,000 points, but it wasn't.
Mhm.
The one that we deducted from Joel was his fourth consecutive impact on the final
Okay,
target. So he missed
okay,
it the first shot, but on that final target, he hit shots 2, 3, 4, and 5, which
okay,
made that fifth round impact the most valuable impact that he had because it
okay,
carried the
okay.
most points.
I got you. But it was
1.4
that.
times the distance.
Gotcha. That's what I say. It was that multiplier times the distance. And so
Right.
when that was deducted from his score and that impact removed, he went to second.
Right, which
Okay.
I think was really good because I think it proved that the rules work.
Okay.
His penalty was enough that it made a difference. So cause that's what it is. It's one of those ones where you walk that line where what are we going to take that the punishment fits the crime and vice versa.
Sure,
And
sure,
that's really we wanted to make sure, I didn't think that, zero point 0.6 pounds overweight is an egregious amount of weight or you're trying to use weight to, i.e., cheat.
sure.
That's if you're that close, your gun's just a little heavy. I'm sure there's some ways you could find it to drop a little weight. You're not a 29-pound rifle.
Sure, right,
You
right,
know, you bring a 29-pound rifle, we know that you're not trying. You're trying to fool somebody, or
right,
you're not
right.
being honest. One or the
Yeah,
other.
it's outside the spirit of the sport, basically.
Right,
Yeah, yeah,
right. So like I said, and that's why I said I like the penalty being just that, because
sure,
like I said, it only affects you enough that, like I said, maybe you lose a position or whatever, but it
right.
doesn't take you out of a complete match. Joel shot a great match, and
Yeah,
nothing should
yeah,
have taken that away from him or been like, hey, you're disqualified completely, or take last place. That to me wasn't a crime that fit the punishment either.
Now, let me ask, is there a margin of error over 26 pounds that there is no penalty? Do
Yes.
you? Okay.
Uh 26.2. You're allowed a quarter, 26 point, because most scales read in like quarter pounds.
Okay. I got you.
Uh,
I got you.
so we give you the 26.25 to be like, hey, the scale's not
Gotcha.
leveled or there's some kind of balance
Yeah.
there. And if that is the case, then you're good. You know
Right.
what I mean?
But
And you know what?
26.26, it's a penalty.
Right.
Yes. Okay. Gotcha.
But in most scales aren't going to do that. They're going to be
No, no,
like the
that's
one
right.
we were
That's
using.
yeah.
The one we were using was intense. So it would read 21 or 26.1, 26.2,
Gotcha.
26.3, 26.4.
Okay.
Uh and here's the little caveat to that. Matt Hopper's gun
Mm-hmm.
was 26.2. We
Mm-hmm.
got 26.4. We got 26.2.
Mm-hmm.
We gave him the benefit of the doubt and gave him the 26.2,
I
which
got you.
was overweight but no penalty.
Yeah, man. I bet whoever got third was really hoping that wind would blow out was on the scale.
No, no, because who got third was myself.
Oh yeah. So you rounded
So
out the podium, huh? Yeah.
so yeah, despite all the gun trouble, and everybody goes, "Oh wow, that was great." I said, despite all the gun trouble, uh, yeah, I still managed to come in third. With 22 out of 32 and a 68.8%
Nice. Nice.
impact. Keeping in mind, I had throughout there in two different stages, I didn't get to take my last shot
Sure.
at the target because the gun broke.
I got you. I got you.
The trigger on one stage and the bolt on the other. But up until those points, I was clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I would have argued the powers that be if they weren't myself that you can give me those ones because I hit everything up to that point.
Right. Right.
And even that wouldn't have made a difference. It'd have got me closer, but
Sure. Sure.
I needed more than those two shots to catch second and third.
I
But
got you.
yeah, and my gun, by the way, only weighed 24 pounds.
Good. Good.
So,
Yeah. And no,
so I
plenty
wasn't
of
even
margin.
close.
You need to add some weight to that thing.
I already used that hydropod, which is pretty heavy. I know when I set the gun down there at first, I'm like, oh, and everybody looked at it, they're like, oh, you don't have nothing to worry about. That thing, that doesn't weigh 6 pounds.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
Yeah. What so that was light gun. How heavy? How'd it go?
Well, let's round out like was the last. So fourth place was Joe
Yeah.
Latta,
Oh,
and fifth
nice. Great. Yeah.
Was Nathan Harrison.
Of course. Of
Uh,
course. Yeah, always top five.
right, and like I said, and then right behind him, and I'm only going to. I'll go actually to sixth place was Jason Carpenter,
Nice.
but there was less than 1,000 points between sixth and fourth,
Wow. Yeah. One
and
impact. Yeah.
and about 1,500 to third.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so really,
Any
two
single
thousand
impact.
points
Yeah.
separated.
Yeah.
Uh, and 2,000 points separated sixth from third.
Wow. Yeah. That's good. It's good to see it. The system working like that and the formula working out and everything. And so, well, good. That was a good performance by your light class shooters. That's fantastic.
Yep. So let's see. Here, I'll take us over to heavy.
How many heavy shooters did you have?
We had 16 uh, heavy shooters.
I got you.
Um, that's not a bad field. I was
No.
excited. We within the last week of that match, we had some guys that had some stuff come up, but we were actually down 6 shooters. So we were going to
Okay.
be pushing 24 or so
Oh, that's great
heavy
for heavy
shooters
gun.
until that last week. Um,
And what was your max yardage for heavy gun?
24-45.
All right, all right. And how the percentages all go on heavy?
Um, our most accurate shooter, the winner, 58.1%.
Nice, nice. And
Um,
then how any first timers in heavy at that venue?
and the overall accuracy was 27%. So the
Okay,
field shot at 27%.
I got you. I got you. What
Uh,
who was your podium or your top five?
uh, probably a name that nobody's heard of very often, but David Randolph won. Uh, he's got a pretty good streak coming to Thunder Valley.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep. He had 49,413.1 points, hitting 18 out of 31.
Nice.
Right behind him was another name that is not familiar to anybody, Tom Grant.
Yeah.
So,
Who? I've never heard of the guy.
yeah, salt of the
Yeah.
earth guy there, man. I was glad to see him shoot so well. Him and Randolph were spotting for one another and shooting, and they were teamed up, and
Nice.
they shot really well. He finished off with a 15 to 32, right at about 50%, 47%, with 36,875, and then coming in third, name like I said we don't hear very often, Nathan Harrison.
Yeah, of course.
Uh,
Yeah.
29,191.7 points, 37.5%, 12 out of 32. And
Gotcha.
Joel Russo shot well there, fourth.
Oh,
And
great.
rounding out the top five was Tom Sarver, uh, 10 of 32.
Nice.
Another good friend of mine, six. Give a shout out to Motts. Motts came up here from Florida,
Oh,
made
nice. Yes. Yeah.
made
Yeah.
the trip and finished sixth in heavy gun.
Yeah, Mott's is always a pleasure to have at a match, and a lot of times I have to live my ELR life vicariously through Mott's. So he will travel and will let you know how he's doing. I appreciate what he does for ELR.
Documents everything. He's a great guy.
Yep.
Flew the drone, got some footage. Some of you guys have probably seen some of his reels from
Nice.
Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. And they can check that out at the East Coast ELR Facebook page.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
And Motz's Facebook. I think however he posts his reels.
I got you.
I try to like some of them, but it doesn't always come out that way. But
Sure.
yeah, he does a good job of doing little extra things like that. And like I said, just a pleasure. I mean, he's always happy guy there, having fun, whether he's shooting good, shooting bad, or indifferent.
That's right.
He's a guy you look forward to seeing show up.
What any other opportunities for shooters to shoot at Thunder Valley this year as part of the series or?
Yep. Next month we have the arms sponsored, American Rights Movement.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna sponsor that. He's gonna pretty much double the payouts
Okay.
from what we normally do, which is around 500, 300, 200. He's gonna double that for each division.
Okay.
So that'll be good. So we're looking forward to get a big crowd. That's what we're calling our mid season, even though it's like 2/3 of the way through the season. It just worked out that our mid season for the thing. But it's really where the points are going to start really getting tight, getting built up toward that finale. We have your match next week.
That's right.
That we're going to talk about here in a second. But I know whether you wanted to run down some of the points real quick.
Sure. Yeah. Let's see where people stand or how we're looking in the series.
Well, in light gun right now, I believe we have around 34 that already have all their scores in.
Okay.
And
we say all their scores.
Jockey for position.
And we say all their scores. That's 3 scores at 2 different venues, at least 2
3
different
scores at 2 different venues, right?
Okay.
We have almost that same number right now that have 2 scores,
Okay.
and one or two venues that really only need one more score.
Okay.
So if you find yourself, and like I said, on the East Coast ELR website or Facebook page, you'll find where I posted the points for
Hmm.
light and heavy. Green names are the ones that have already got three scores, two venues. Gold names are two scores, needing that third score. A lot of them
Okay.
already have the other venue. We'll sort that out as we go, but most of the gold names means you have two, and you need
Okay.
to get that third one. Uh, yeah, we're looking at cutting that off around 30
Okay.
for light gun. Um, and so that you're going to want to try to get yourself in that top 30, especially as those names go from gold to green all the way down into the 40s or 50s. I think we're going to probably, if my numbers are right, we're probably going to have around 60 shooters, 70
Oh
shooters that
wow.
have done all that they needed to do to get in there, and the top 30 are going to get the invite
Well, great. That's awesome.
to come
That'll
shoot the
be
finale with us in September
yeah. And that finale is it what? It's September 18th,
19th or 18th,
19th.
19th, I believe. It's
Okay.
at Thunder
Okay.
Valley. It's a Saturday.
Okay.
Um, it's going to be a good time.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that'll be fun. And how's it looking on heavy gun for the
So
series?
right now at the top of the points. Now keep in mind your points are just going to get you in that match. Once
Okay.
you're in that match, everything resets to zero, and how you finish is how you're going to finish the season.
Gotcha. So the
Uh
finale is a clean slate.
right. So
Okay.
if you make it in as number 30, you have just as good a chance of winning as the guy that came in there uh, in the lead.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Well, that's
so it's
cool.
all
Yeah.
so it's all about just getting yourself into that. If you're in a NASCAR, getting into the chase.
Sure. Sure. I got you. I got you.
Uh, so yeah, but Mike Drake's up at the top, with 2,582 points,
Okay.
and Nathan Harrison's in second at 2,536 points. There's only 50 points that separates first and second right now.
Nice.
Uh, and another 200 points drops you back to Kevin Harmon,
Okay.
Joe Latta, Dave Posky is in top five. Eric
Nice.
Jones is sixth. Zach Moran is seventh. Scotty Seals is an eighth.
Good.
Uh,
Yeah.
then you have Joel Russo, which needs another score, and
Okay.
Richard Pierce. He's in 10th. Uh, Chris Hampton, Fast Freddy, Wyatt, Matthew Bruckner, uh, David Randolph. So that's out to the top 15.
Okay. Okay.
So, like I said, and it's all pretty close in there, So, yeah, got to get those scores.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, good. Good. That's awesome.
But
So and you said
yeah,
heavy gun. We're needing some shooters in it, right?
yeah. Right now we've got six, I think, that have all their scores in.
Okay.
We're going to
Okay.
probably take 20 of them because they're not as heavy of a field.
Sure.
So we're probably going to take 20 of them to the finale. Plus, they take a little longer to shoot. We're going to run this all in one day, so um, and I won't say they're divas. I'll say that it's their flight time. It's the
Sure.
bullets take
Sure.
longer to get that far, so
That's
their
right.
their their par times are a little higher. And
Yeah. That's
uh,
yeah. That's a variable they cannot control. So
right,
yeah. Yeah. So
but
well, good. Yeah. So
so yeah,
but
we
we
have
got
six,
to
but
yeah.
we have over 30 if you count gold names. So we have a
Okay.
lot of shooters out there. Scott McDermott, Dakota Atkins, Michelle Wilson, Dwayne Russell, Hunter, Harley Congdon, Tom Grant, Naomi, Richard Biggio, Tom Sarvers, a lot of these CJ Thrack, David Atkins, James Saxon, Steve Obenlanger, Jeff Pratt, Jordan Congdon, Joel Russo, Matt Osterson, all those guys just need one more score. So
Well,
that's
and
it's not bad.
yeah.
We only have six qualified now, but if any one of those guys or all those guys get one more, we have 30.
Well, and a lot of those guys are registered for my match that's coming up weekend. So I think we're going to turn a bunch of those names green. So that'll be good this weekend.
Right.
Assuming the tropical storm doesn't rain us out, and
No,
I'm
no, no,
pretty
no.
sure it's not going to.
Rain or shine will
Yep.
will keep you like
Yep.
the postal service, right?
That's right. That's right. But yeah, so I think you'll see a big shift in that list after this weekend because as you were reading those names, a lot of them are registered for this match in heavy class. So
Right.
that's good. That's fantastic. So
Uh,
well, good, good, interesting, and glad to see we've got some competition in the series as we're nearing down to the end. And let's see, Light Gun I know has what a couple more opportunities. Got my match that's coming up weekend with Deep South ELR, and then it's got the Shooters Gauntlet in Pennsylvania again, and one more at Thunder Valley. Is that right?
um, they have one more at Thunder Valley
Mm-hmm.
in June, or I
Okay,
mean July. We have Black Bear. Light Gun has Black Bear, that
that's right.
30 cal and under match. That's eligible for the series as well. So if you need that extra score in Light Gun, I believe that's August 8th.
Okay,
Go get signed up for Jordan's match there. I think you can sign up for. I think he's on practice score.
okay,
He's using practice score to sign up for that. So look for that Black Bear 30 cal only match, or
gotcha.
I should say 30 cal and under,
I
not
gotcha.
30
I
cal
gotcha.
only, but 30 cal and
Sure,
under.
sure, sure.
He's going to have two divisions there. He's going to have a open division, which is what we normally would run in our thing. Only limiting factor is 30 cal and under, and the
Okay.
other is going to be short action.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun. Short action. Yeah, that'll be
Right.
really cool. Yeah,
So it's built around the 6.5 Creedmoors, and so you'll be able to shoot both divisions if you wanted.
I gotcha.
Um,
I gotcha.
and those guys in the 6.5 Creedmoors and the short actions aren't going to be shooting necessarily against
Sure, sure,
the 300 Normas and uh, 30 officers or whatever else they could dream up out
sure,
there,
sure.
big 30 cals.
I gotcha. I gotcha. And that so Thunder Valley, Black Bear, Deep South at Arena, and is the Shooters Gauntlet in PA? Is that also going to be one more light gun opportunity?
It's going to be a pro am. We're just
Okay,
not sure of the
okay.
venue yet. It's going
I
to
got you.
either be Shooters Gauntlet, or it'll be Thunder Valley, or maybe my home range here. There's three
Okay,
places. We
okay.
haven't landed that one, but it will
Sure.
probably be Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
That's all we know, is it'll be a pro am and it'll be Labor Day weekend for sure.
Good. So one last
So
opportunity to get a score about 2
2
weeks
weeks
before
before
the
the finale, that'll
championship.
be
Okay.
your last chance qualifier.
I got you. All right. Well, that'll be cool. So let's shift. I've been getting ready and loading up for the match this weekend. We're going to be heading down to Blakely tomorrow and to Arena Training Facility, and yeah, we're going to try to put this match on in the rain. It looks like, or whatever the weather's going to end up being. Hopefully they're wrong. But I appreciate it being included as part of the East Coast ELR series this year. It was a great opportunity to give some of our Florida and Deep South shooters another venue that would let them qualify if they weren't able to get up to Ohio or Virginia this year. So I really appreciate that opportunity, Zach.
Yeah, we'd like
A,
to continue to see that. I mean, because it
yeah.
is all about opportunity and
Mm-hmm.
trying to give the shooters the most opportunity to be a part of one, instead of feeling like, oh, I have to go to this one or I can't go to that one.
Sure.
We'd like to see all these matches eventually link into this, so
Yeah.
that you can get those opportunities and they're not wasted. Not like, well, I have to shoot three here and then there's another series over here. We're trying to
Yeah.
get them as close as you can, even by region. Like I said, that's why we keep the East Coast East Coast. Is, hey, eventually maybe this whole thing becomes, a West Coast, East Coast, and Midwest,
Midwest. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. That's
uh,
right.
whatever, and those three will bring uh their top shooters to a finale somewhere that moves around across the country between
Yeah.
East Coast, Midwest, and it's all in process, and that's the end goal, is to get as many of us together all on the same page. The
Yeah.
alliance has been working at doing that, and then in East Coast ELR, we're doing the same thing. We're trying to link as many of these ranges and venues and match directors together on the East Coast to give the shooters the best opportunity. Perfect world, one a
Yeah.
month,
Yeah.
be able to shoot in the series February through the finale in September.
Sure.
Uh,
Sure.
so the idea is to be able to give you that many matches, the opportunities to come and uh, shoot. Because really, at the end of the day, you can have the best equipment, you can
Mm-hmm.
have the best tools. Sometimes all you need to get better is just putting rounds down range. And I think you're going to see that with a lot of the stats and stuff that we can
Sure.
do.
Sure.
You're going to see that, everybody goes, oh, it's venue familiarity. I don't think you're going to see that. You're going to see a lot of these guys traveling. The guys like Nathan Harrison that travel. It doesn't matter where he's at, whether it's Thunder
Mhm.
Valley, Black Bear, Pitt. His name is at the top of the thing, and it's not because of venue familiarity. It's because he's a
Right.
good shooter.
That's right.
Uh,
There's definitely no replacement for trigger time and experience. So,
right, and
um,
and you're going to start to see these numbers grow from 38 to 40%. Uh, uh, as a whole, you're going to start seeing. I think pretty soon it'll be normal to see 50 or 60% being what the field shoots at in the
true.
winters in the 80s.
Well,
Uh,
and I'll have to say, I'm a little bit hopeful that it stays low, just because that means a lot of new shooters are coming in.
right.
So I'm hoping it doesn't get to 60 or 80% because that means new shooters aren't coming in. I hope our new shooters are having a lot more success, and I think you'll see that. But if it ever means we're getting fewer new shooters, we'll have to change something, because that's the joy in the sport, is the new guys and girls coming in. So um, that was the mission of Deep South ELR when we started, was gearing it for new shooters. That's why it's a 30-round match, one day, 3 stages. I mean, that's it's progressed some from that. We have a bunch of shooters coming back and experienced shooters that are wanting to shoot it, but it originally was set up to favor newer shooters and to allow them priority and registration and stuff like that. And we always want to keep that as our goal. So, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, any weekend you get to go burn a bunch of powder and just hang out with good people, and that's what you're going to be
Like-minded
at.
people.
Yep, at an ELR match, it's going to be good people, and so any chance you get to do that is a worthwhile weekend, despite all the work, despite possibly being in rain and heat and fighting conditions and gnats. I know I'm going to hear about gnats all weekend. It's still worth it, and so we're really looking forward to it. I think I've
Yeah,
got.
that's they call that bug turbulence. Is that an
That's
excuse
right.
down there?
Right. We're trying to test whether it's deflecting the bullets at all.
Right.
Depending on yeah. So you may have to add a click above 1,000 yards for the gnats. So
For every gnat you
um,
hit, you have to add a half a tenth.
that's right. That's right. We I think right now I've got 30 light gun shooters, and I think 22 or 23 heavy gun shooters if they all come through. We we're hoping the weather doesn't scare anybody off, and I think we'll have a really good turnout. It's a good crowd for us. Arena's a good facility. They've got cabins and lodging on site, and it's just a good time. It's a good chance to learn a lot and to be around good people and to just watch how it goes. We're gonna, it's a covered firing line, so even in the rain, we should be good there. We're gonna have a bunch of tarps. People are free to bring tents. We'll probably do a safety brief at 7 Saturday morning and try to get started. Thankfully, the days are pretty long during the summer, so we should be able to finish with no problems and have the award ceremony. I like that heavy gun is a closer number to light gun, so they don't finish a lot sooner than light gun, and we'll be able to do. And I plan to do live scoring through the ELR Alliance, so people will be able to follow that at home, and we'll be able to have close to real time results. I mean, that's all depending on my computer's not crashing and having the appropriate internet and everything. But I think I've got all that figured out this time. I mean, it's famous last words, knock on wood. But I think we'll be able to do the live scoring down there.
They've made it pretty turnkey easy. The Alliance has, and I'm grateful for it.
Yes. Yeah.
Man, I can't imagine. Like I said, we finished. I won't say late, but we finished up around 6 o'clock,
Mm-hmm.
5:30 or ish or so before we got into probably 5:30. I think we finished up because everybody was pretty much done, headed out a little bit after 6. But
Oh, good. Good.
uh, but yeah, that and like again, we don't really get started there till 10. 9:30
Yeah.
is when we
Yeah.
can start doing our sighter or our zero range open. And by the time we get the cameras all up and everything's ready to roll, it's close to 10. But to get two light gun completely shot and heavy gun, and actually two light gun matches, because the way we run our squads,
Mm-hmm.
one squad runs all the way through. Light is running, or light and heavy run at the same time, and then whoever's in heavy that's shooting both or has spotters that are spotting in heavy but are
Right.
shooting in light form another squad. So that second squad that we had 11 shooters in it.
Right.
You
I
know,
got you. I got you.
and then we more or less start another match at 2:30 in the afternoon and
Yeah.
finished. So we're able to really run two light gun matches and one heavy gun all in one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up there at Thunder Valley. So
Yes, that's very nice to have that kind of flexibility on the firing line. But well, man, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna keep getting ready for this match this weekend. Anything else we feel like we need to let them know coming up?
No, bring some rain gear headed down your way, and good luck. Shoot straight.
Yeah, yeah. To keep your chamber dry and your ammo dry, and we'll look forward to seeing everybody. We will have the 200-yard flat range available on Friday for people to check their zeros. That's something we haven't done in the past. We've always done a bring your zero match, just so people have to get on the line and trust their equipment. This year, we are going to let people at least get on the zero range and check it. There won't be any firing on the main the unknown distance range where we have the match. We try to limit any shooting on that range that none of the competitors have shot on it at least 3 weeks before the match. We try to let um, conditions change enough that nobody feels like they're going down there and they're shooting on somebody's home turf or they shoot every weekend.
Right.
Target locations are unknown. We'll put those up Friday and get that information out. So even if somebody is able to go every weekend, it doesn't guarantee that they'll have the azimuths and the target locations and the yardages that they need to shoot our match. But we're it's going to be probably going to be a fight tomorrow to get everything up. We'll see how wet the ground is, and I'm hoping we won't bog down too bad. But Arena has the equipment we need to get everything up, so I'm looking forward to it. But
Yep. Good deal.
all right, man. Well, we'll reconvene next week after this weekend, and we'll see how everything went, and we'll see if maybe that updated the standings or changed the standings much, and just get some more information and spread the good word about ELR.
Absolutely. Hey, like I said, good luck with that.
All
Be
right,
safe and safe travels.
all right, man. Well, I appreciate it, Zach. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Yep. Take her easy.
All right, bye.